Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. This time I want to show you what I'm doing with my leftover resin, because I put a bigger tray and I didn't know how many resin or how much resin I need to mix up. So I had leftover, so it was sitting for a while and it was just ready for doing flowers. And I just thought, yeah, why wasting it? I'm pouring some flower coasters and I'm using the Cascade mold from MoldsandShapes. I had enough for 2 coasters, so I filled my coasters or my coaster molds up to the second rim, because the Cascade mold has 3 layers and I filled them up to the second layer. So I had also a little bit space for my back layer. So I'm just pouring what's little left also into the mold, so my resin is not completely wasted, but I just wanted to show you what I'm doing with leftover resin. And yeah, I have chosen resin inks and I will show you in a second. It will be the Sangria and it will be the slate gray. It takes me a while because I needed to get my resin ink because it was stored in another room. So now I'm just about to start. I'm sorry if this just takes a little bit. Just fast forward if you have not already done. So, and now I'm just pouring my Sangria color. The Sangria is a resin ink from Etter Art, and I'm just dropping it at the edges of my mold. Yeah, there went 2 drops in there, but it doesn't matter. And now I have the slate gray, and I'm pouring this on top of my Sangria color. So I'm curious how this is going to turn out. Looks a little bit funny right now, and now I'm also taking my dotting tool and I'm just pulling a little bit the tips of my drops into the center, and then I can almost start pouring my white. My white I mixed up for my previous pour, so there I had still leftovers, and here I'm just following the pattern of the drops. And I'm drawing my petals, you see it there. Just following what I had, and now I'm just making very small petals in the inside, and that's my first flower done. And for the second flower I thought I go just in a normal spiral. And then all my leftovers are just sorted, and yeah, I didn't waste any. And then I'm just, needing to get my white in the piping bag sorted again. And now I'm just making a final loop around the edge. So I have enough white for my flower. And then I just give it a quick torch, and then I can draw my petals, my pattern for the flower. Here I'm just going along where the dots were, where I poured, just to emphasize a little bit more of the petals. And I'm going also in the petals. You see it there, I divide them a little bit. You can do your petals however you want to do it. It's really up to you how you feel of doing it. And then I'm just doing a little swirl in the center. And with the second one, I'm just doing my normal from the outside in. You see it there. And I love to do many petals. I guess a lot of people know this already when they see my videos. And I'm just doing it here as well. And I'm always going, when I do it that way, to the opposite from each other. And then a little bit of a swirl in the center. And these are my leftover flowers done. And I see you here for the next day, for the next layer. And I just moved my mold a little bit because I needed to move the room. My working top was occupied, so I have a little bit of a different view now. But I want to do a crackle effect at the background, and I was doubting about the color, and then I decided I take a teal color, and it's a teal from Octopus Resin Ink as well. I mix it very well into my cup. And then for my second cup, I'm using the pearl from Etter Art. It's the interference pearl. And I'm just placing it into my cup, and then I'm just mixing it up. The resin I used here is the Ultracast Resin. So it was thickened up for the flowers, but for this pour, for the background pour, I didn't let it set. I just poured straight away after mixing. And for the last layer, I used round about 100 grams in total. So 50-50 for each color, for the teal and for the pearl powder. So, and now I'm just pouring the teal into my mold. I try to be very careful because I, of course, don't want to overfill my mold. But what I noticed, I was not pouring into the center. You will see it in a second. My resin needed to find its way later. I was completely off center when I poured. So now there's my teal color. And I'm pouring this on top. No, my pearl color. I'm sorry, this is my pearl color. And I'm pouring this on top of my teal. That's the right way. And you see it's already moving to one side because I was completely off center in pouring. And now I give you a little time lapse where you can see that the resin really searches its way. And I didn't help it by putting something underneath. The resin was really searching its way. I was only pouring a little bit strange. So this is the next day. The back layer is still a little bit soft, so I need to be careful. But I'm so curious how these turned out, so just let's have a look. And look at this. I really love this with the teal background. It makes the flower pop. It made the colors pop. I hope you can see it because there's a little bit light in my room. And now the next one, the first one now was the one where I did the petals, and this one is the one I did the spiral. So let's have a look for this one as well. And look at this. I so much love the effect with the crackle effect in the background. And these are very cute and nice crackles, and it made really the flowers pop. And now I'm just taking you down for a close-up, for the final reveal. And look at this. The flower is really sitting on top, and I love this effect so much, and I hope you don't get bored of it. So with this, I love and leave you, and I thank you for watching. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.